Welcome, everybody, on a Tuesday night. You've got Bobby from the lobby, MaxspeedTV Live. The Super Speedway Kings is presenting the New Year's Bash. That is absolutely correct. Once again, Jimmy Crow and his boys have got together and are putting on another big bash race. Every single one of these cats was hand-picked by Mr. Crow and his staff that he has. There is a few of them that will be able to race their way in. We will do one heat race. Gives them an opportunity to try to race their way in with these big boys right here. Basically, what do we got going tonight? Well, I'm going to go ahead and fill you in on a few little things here. What you've got some of the best super speedway drivers around on iRacing out here tonight racing for some cash. How much cash, you ask, Bobby? Well, let me tell you, 110 is going to be your first place. Second place is going to get 80, and third place is going to get 50 bucks. Not too bad for a few hours of play, huh? The good news is you've got me for the next 2.5 hours. That's right. Haven't a clue what I'm going to say from one second to the next, but I can assure you it will not be boring. Speaking of not being boring, real quick, let you know, these cats have 2 fast repairs. What does that mean? That is really simple. That means you can let it all hang out on the line. You can afford to screw up your car. You can afford to take a chance normally when you would not take a chance. You're going to see everything tonight, from hanging into the back, getting the laps counted down, which is going to be 77 of them in this race. You're going to have people wanting to stay all the way out into the front to stay away from the big one. And yeah, these guys are one of the best as far as super speedways goes. But you know what? The big one still comes. It's still going to get you. It's going to bite you in the butt. It doesn't matter where you're at. Front, back, middle. Hell, it can even get you into pits. It just depends. And all these guys know that, and they're going to be hanging around waiting to see what's going to happen. When are they going to make their moves up front? And we're going to be right here calling all of this action. Get something to drink, get something to eat, get some snacks, whatever you got to do to make your little taste buds happy. Get your butt back over here, sit down, and spend the next 2 hours or so with us here. We're going to get into the national anthem, and we will be right back with the heat race. Live, MaxspeedTV.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran fast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the praise much to say. Stand in the plane, the US of A. Oh, Satan's and stars, spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free. In the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're ready for a little bit of action, because action is what you're going to get tonight. Super Speedway Kings, Talladega. Money is on the line here. 21 seconds of the all practice. Get all the nerves, get everything taken out, get your car shaken down, get your pit stops down, and everything else they want to do here. About 10 more seconds, we're going to get into the qualifying. And the only guy that's safe is your highest qualifier. Everybody else is going to be racing for position, and they're going to be racing to get into this race. While they're getting things prepared and getting ready, let's just go ahead and go through this real quick. We're at Talladega. Track temperature, a whopping 76 degrees. That's awesome. That means you're going to see a lot of maneuvers that you wouldn't normally see if it was a hot, greasy track. They got it pretty cool, so it should be pretty exciting. You're going to see bump drafting. You're going to see side drafting. Lord, you're going to see everything you could think of. That's what's awesome about these guys. They make it work. Tire window. I didn't put anything down for a tire window. Why? It's because it's different for everybody. Some will go the whole entire race without getting tires. Some will take 2, some will take 4. It just depends where you're at, where you want to be, and how much you've, worn your tires out. Normally, you do not wear your tires out on a super speedway. But if they're going to fill up completely on fuel, you got time to go ahead and take tires. Either right sides, lefts, whatever they prefer. As far as your fuel window goes, they're telling me between 22 and 25 laps. Now, fuel window, pit strategy, that's a different ball game. And what do we have by a different ball game? Well, it's simple. Some's not going to qualify. Some's going to try to qualify all the way up front. As far as pit strategy, yep, we're going to watch them. We're going to watch them do green flag pit stops, and we're also going to watch them do yellow flag pit stops. Anybody can do a green flag pit stop or a yellow flag pit stop. Green, well, that brings on a different story right here. That's something that you want to watch out for the rest of this entire race. Well, let's check it out. Let's see who's out here running around. Mark Mann in the 04, the Batman machine. I call him the ladies' man. Now, I don't know what the deal is, but he's always got people out here hollering for him, rooting for him, and there always seem to be females. So, he might be the ladies' man tonight. He's fast. He knows how to get around this track, just like everybody else does. He's also won several league championships. He's going to be a guy you're going to watch for tonight. Good-looking machine right there. Coming in, I'm qualifying right now. Now, we have a lot of cats trying to get into this race, too. A whole lot of them. Check out the paint schemes in these guys, too. They go to no expense when it comes to showing off their car. They will do whatever it takes. They'll pay whatever it takes to get that professionally paint job done. And right now, I'm showing Tracy Weaver and the 41 machine. somebody going to be able to knock him off? That's going to be the question. Les Levy in the 62. It's another guy who knows how to get around this track. Gabe Butler in the 88 machine. That was a pretty darn close run right there. Let me tell you, very close. And as you can see, Mr. Levy, he lets me know that I'm number one every time he's racing. You can see that in the back of his car there. Awesome guy. We got about a minute left. Monster Man Cave, how's it going out there? We got people out here on YouTube. Interact, talk with me, say hi. If you got somebody out there you like, a favorite or something you want me to give a shout out to, let me know. I'll pass it along. You know how this works. When you hang out with Bobby in the lobby, I talk to you guys out on YouTube. I narrate the race. I run all the ATVOs. Good Lord, I do everything just about. And not very well, but you know what? I have fun doing it. Just like these guys are going to have fun tonight for 77 laps. Teammates. Oh, yeah. We got lots of teammates out here. Tons of teammates. But the question is, as far as teammates go, when you going to throw them off to the side? Eventually, it will happen. Teammates will no longer be teammates here. They will not have any fun together. Especially when it gets down to the end of this race. Why? Because there is money, moolah on the line. Some of these guys, well, they probably push their own mother out of the way for $5. No different as far as teammates go. Same thing. Everyone out here has a shot for this money, and every one of them are just as good as a driver as the next one. Are you going to be there at the right place at the right time? That is what we want to know. And that's what we're going to spend the next 2 hours waiting to find out. And it looks like they will be eventually hopping on the grid here. Get a nice far shot. There, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I am going to see if I can get the gentleman here, maybe. I don't know. Your polecat. He may be in here and he may be not. And it doesn't look like he's going to be in my talk room. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get him. Otherwise, I would. And we could just chat away in this event. But looks like y'all going to be stuck with me. I believe it's going to be 7 or 8. I think it's 8. 8 laps for the heat race, folks. And there's only one guy that's safe. That's it. And that will be your polecat, which would happen to have been the number 41. So he will be sitting out and watching. He's safe. He's good to go. Probably getting something to drink, relaxing, taking it easy. Hopefully, we'll get everybody lined up right here, and we're going to be able to get this show on the road. Now, I'm not going through all these names. Anybody who watches me, they realize I screw up last names. It's a forte. Just call me the Keegan Bradley of broadcasting. If y'all don't know who it is, look him up on YouTube. He's got a teacher. I believe he plays a role of a teacher, screws up every last name and first name he possibly can. Well, I have that ability to do it too. So I will go through all the names, though, when we actually start this race. But right now, we are going to be into the heat race. Some of the guys that you want to watch out for that I personally know and race with, there's quite a few of them out here. The number 6, the guy that's putting this whole show on, right there he is. That's Jimmy Crow. Keep an eye on this fella. And no, I'm not saying that because he paid me to do this broadcast. I'm saying it because the guy can race. Who else are we going to look at here? Somebody else that just comes right off the top of my mind that I'm thinking of. Let's see here. Get everybody back on my timing screen, and maybe I can get her done right quick. Again, there's the 62 right up here. The Les Levy machine. That's the guy. Keep an eye on this one. The 22. That is, without a doubt, the most Christmassy paint scheme I've ever seen. And that will be Charles Johnson. Keep an eye on him. And of course, Mr. Vasquez. He will be leading them down. One more time. This is Super Speedway Kings New Year's Eve Bash. Down on the right-hand corner of this telecast. Take a look at that. That's a splash screen. That was made by Over the Top Designs. If anybody needs a splash screen made up, get a hold of those guys. They do a heck of a job. All right. Looks like the pace car is going to get out of the way. We're going to start this mother up, guys. Here we go. The first heat race. Racing for a spot to get into this with money on the line, folks.
Green flag.
And that was J.D. Crow, the number 6. I set corrected. Even Steven coming all the way around here into this turn. Johnson is up on the top side, getting a heck of a push by Randy Miner right there. The object, try to push that 22. Try to get him clear of the 80 so he can drop down in front of him and hop into what I call the rocking chair. Why is it the rocking chair? Because it is the most satisfying place to be in a race. It's actually the safest. Vasquez looks like he's going to lead this first lap right here. And he's got the 48 of Chris Johnson doing the pushing. Now the 48, who's doing the pushing on the bottom, he dictates more than anything else. Him and the 101 up on the top side up there of Randy Miner. You always hear him say, don't push the pusher. Those guys right there do all the pushing. That's what makes these guys get up to 200 and some mile an hour. Still, Vasquez hanging down on that bottom side. They said if you want to get around me, you're going to have to do it through the top, because I'm not moving. Nice to see you out there, Tammy Hilton. Her boy is also in this race. Now, I wouldn't really, well, he's a boy. He drives like a veteran. Still on the bottom. Making it look easy is Vasquez. But the guy that's doing really all the work right now is going to be that 48 machine. And also, Les Levy is hanging right there with him. Take a look at that. Get a nice close-up shot right here. Now, if you notice the 62 and the 22 right there, that's going to be Johnson up on that high side. What they're doing this side drafting thing. A lot of people say NASCAR or in iRacing, side drafting doesn't really do anything, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Side drafting does work, and that's exactly what they tell me. So they're going to use every little thing they can possibly use to try to get themselves working forward up in this pack. Still very, very close. Going to be 4 to go at the line. Who's going to make a move and when are they going to make the move? You still got Johnson up on that top side in that 22, the Christmas machine. Randy Miner sticking it right there to his tail. Right on that bumper. And that's exactly what you've got to do. Now, the guys are telling me that this setup was just a wee bit loose. We'll find out. Now, up on the top side, J.D. Crow. Making it 3 wide, working his way all the way up here to the front, doing his darndest, and he's got one guy that's giving him the help. And I do believe that one guy will be James Mayer. I hope it's the last name. Anyway, we're calling him James. He is right there doing some pushing. Now, that's pretty impressive. You got a whole pack right there doing that first and second, but up on that top side, you got two little cars. And these guys are working really great together, and look at them move forward. Will the 6 be able to get past the 22 and drop down in front of him? Maxine Grimes, nice to see you out there on YouTube. Still on the bottom is that 80s machine with the 48 of Johnson, sticking it right to him. Whoa. Looks like the top's getting a little bit more cars up here. And also, one of them was a little bit on the slippery slide. He was sliding all around right there. The 84 was. There he is. McNeese. He decides to hop back down, and I think he's going to go back up to the top again. If they can get some more cars up on that top side. Whoa, there was a touch. Looks like the 60 came in and just took him out. Wow, that was a tough one right there. Hopefully I can go back and get this replay because I wasn't really set up for it yet. Actually, I'm not going to worry about it because you don't do cautions in heat races. But at least you got to see it. Still, Vasquez up front. One to go. Who's it going to be? You got him on the bottom, Vasquez. You got the 22 still of Johnson up on that top side. This is where the pushers come into play. Who is going to be able to shove the best? And then at what point is the pusher going to decide to go off and maybe try to take a shot of it himself? We will find out. It's the final lap. Who's it going to be? Vasquez still hanging down on the bottom with the 44 Johnson right on his butt. And this right here is what you talk about separating the rookies from the pros. You don't see anybody doing anything crazy whatsoever. They're staying right where they're at, right to the checkered flag. They're all happy where they're at. There's no sense fighting for any more spots. And everybody comes home kind of happy here. Right there is your heat race winner. In the monster machine. We'll get things lined up eventually here, and we'll go through the grid once they get everything changed around. I like to think everybody is out here so far. 27 people watching this bad boy. We certainly appreciate it. It is the Super Speedway Kings. Oh, man. Get a little bit of music behind my voice. Make me sound all professional and stuff, right? Just to let everybody know. Money's on the line tonight. How much money? 110 first. 80 second. $50 for third. 2 fast repairs is all these guys get. And again, a big shout out to Over the Top Designs. You take a look down there at their splash screen down in the right corner. If you guys need a splash screen made up for your league or anything, give these guys a holler. They're pretty darn good. Right now, they're going over all the information they need to go over. Jimmy Crow is telling them the do's and the don'ts, what to do and what not to do. And these guys will be gridding here. And when they do, I can attempt to go through and screw up as many last names as possible. All right, let's do this. 41. Tracy Weaver, row number 1, the 88 of Gabe Butler. Row 2, 25, Kevin, 63, the kid, the boy wonder, Logan Hilton. Row number 3, the 7, Dale Wallaby. The 35 beside him, Jason Beach. Row number 4, 16 of 1, Jimmy Crow. The number 8, Dude Conrad. Row number 5, 17, Michael Hauser. The 34 of Darren M. Resort. Darren, love it. Row 6, 26, Hunter Reynolds. The 21 beside him of Tony Wright. Row number 7, the 777 of Michael Pegg. The 3 beside him of Craig White. Row number 8, the 042, Estelle Fields. The 04 of 1, Mr. Mark Mann. Row number 9 to 66, John Garrett. The 33 of Michael Howlett. Row 10, 071, Eric Laurie. The 01 of Patrick Grover. Row 11, 13, Frank, that's it. The 02, Seth Grover. Row 12, 78, Gary. That's not going to happen. Gary it is. 99, LG Whaley. Row 13, the 85, Al Cena. 98 beside him of Ian Martin. Row 14 to 55, Dean Wilkinson. The 00, Thomas Holder. Row 15, the 9 of Harold Decker. The 429 of Paul Witt. Row 16, the 80 of Dingo Vasquez. The 48, Charles D. Johnson. 17, Charles M. Johnson. The 101 beside him in a Toyota machine, Randy Miner. Row 1862, the Les Lovey. The number 1 beside him of Timothy Wright. Row 1952, Brent Leah. 74, Lewis, good enough. Row 20, Noel Cowers, I guess. I don't know. Row 6, JD Crow, number 6 in the 20. Row 21, 15 of Daniel. 37, Ira. And row 22, 95 of James Mayer. Holy crap, past the Tylenol. Woo! That was a tongue twister. Hopefully I didn't botch up too many of them, but if I did, well, that's what I do. Get ready, folks. This is what we're starting right here. This is what we want the next 2 hours. So let's get it on. Mara Clark, your T-shirt is in the mail from MaxspeedTV. I did not forget about you, just to let you know. By the way, I better get a picture of it. You can model it. I want to make sure it fits okay. 41, Tracy Weaver leading the boys down on that bottom side. In the 41 machine, up on that high side. That's going to be Gabe Butler. And you've got the kid right behind him of Logan Hilton. I ran with him the other night. I swear he's got to be the most level-headed, coolest, relaxed person I've ever seen in my life. He has poise. He's got ice water in his veins. I don't think he gets excited about nothing. And that's what makes him good. The 25 right here, doing the shoving on the bottom side. The Folgers machine. Keep an eye on him. A lot of good guys that are out here. Every single one of these guys are able to win this race. They are all very good drivers. And you know what sounds better? Sounds better if I just actually give a little bit of engine noise, wouldn't it? Rookie broadcaster. Music makes the world go around. You know what else makes the world go around? These cars. 203, 204 mile an hour. Everybody staying in line. There is 77 laps in this event. We got a couple of them peeking out. The 35s going up on that high side. Jason Beach. I can't screw that name up. Needing a little bit of help. Here comes the 01 and the 02. Now, I do remember these guys. I'm telling you what, the Grovers The last race we were in, we watched these guys race the whole entire high side. That's the 0-1 and the 0-2 there. And I'm going to tell you what, I've never seen teamwork so well done in a race than watching those two cats right there. And for those of you that happen to be doing the drinking game, which they made a big joke out of, every time I say the word cats, you got to take a drink. But only when I say that. But you want to keep your eye out for these because those two guys are really something together. Still up front, nothing's changed, just staying the exact same. Weaver on the bottom. Butler up on the high side. Nice and tight. Everybody is behaving. Let's go way on back here a little bit. See what's happening back here towards the back a little bit. There he is, Seth Grover. Now, I think these two guys, it's been a while, so y'all help me out. I think these two guys, the 0-1 and 0-2, they are twins, I believe. And you can tell they're twins by the way they drive, because it's just like two cars bundled up into one big, giant, long car. They will work together this whole entire race. You don't need no 4 or 5 car teams. You only need just these two. They can get it done, folks. Jimmy Crow in a 16 machine. He's hanging out at 9th position. Mr. Mark Mann hanging out at 10th position in the Batman machine. I told him the other day when I seen him on his paint scheme, you know, it'd really be nice if he'd put Wonder Woman on there somewhere. But apparently, he didn't listen. Way on back a little bit further. The 22, Charles Johnson. Just because these guys are running way back here in the back doesn't mean a thing. It's usually a strategy. A lot of these guys, they've got to figure out how they want to do it, exactly the way they want to do it. All the way up front, still, nothing is changed. 7 out of 77 laps is in the books. Gabe Butler still showing the way around. This kid up top. Logan Hilton. Yeah, back when Rudy was a rookie, I don't think I was born yet. Still, that bottom line, Butler doing a good job. That 41 right there, Tracy Weaver. All those guys, the 25 even, of Kevin. They know how to push. Now, remember what I told you earlier about 2 laps ago? Not even 2 laps ago? Take a look at this, guys. Huh? Right there it is. Look at the 26 being shoved. That's Hunter Reynolds. Working his way up. And why is he working his way up so well and so fast? Well, because you've got Patrick Grover there in the 01. Not to mention Seth Grover. You get those two cats behind you. By the way, that's a drink. But if you get those two cats behind you, you're going to go to the front. You're going to go quick. And that's exactly what's happening. Logan gets a good enough shove. He comes down into that rocking chair down on the bottom, leading the pack. The most comfortable spot on the track is right where he is at. Shooting his way up the middle. Dude, Conrad. Getting a little bit of push, a little bit of help. And that will be from the 17 of Michael Hauser. Or Hoser. Whichever, whatever. Michael. Well, I like it. Anyway, that's the guys doing the pushing, trying to get him out there, trying to get Conrad out there far enough to drop down in front of that 63 of Logan Hilton. But you know what? It's a lot easier said than done. Now Butler's being the pusher on the bottom. They want to see the gyro in front of the drivers. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and put it right here on the second car. That will be... right there it is. You're riding along with Butler. Second car on the bottom side. The kid, Logan Hilton, up top. This right here gives you guys an idea of how much of an angle this track has as far as banking goes. And this is exactly what your drivers are feeling. Something else iRacing did to make things just a little bit more a little bit more exciting is they changed things on this last upgrade where these cars will actually get a whole lot hotter. Now your oil pressure even gets really hot. So they've not only got to push and they got to draft, but they also got to back off and get air into that radiator and cool those liquids down. If not, that's right, kaboom. You will blow up. And you will definitely be on somebody's list for the simple fact that you took them out. Especially if you're up front. That right there is what we call the gyro. Shows you exactly what the banking is on this track, which is pretty darn cool. Now we're going to give you another look. This is exactly what your driver sees going down here. To give you guys just a little bit of a heads up, the way things work here on the pushing, well, you want to be able to, when they come out of that turn, you want to be able to go up and you want to nudge him. In this case, Butler's going to go up for the lead right now. And let's see who's pushing him. Conrad's doing the shoving. He's probably got to push him up in front of the kid. If he does, he's going to drop down. Whoa! That right there is what you call... that right there, my friends, is mayhem. One guy caused it because he was not perfectly in line on the bumper when he decided to push. And that right there will definitely cause the big one. And you're not going to get a whole lot of friends. Let's run it back, way back, and see. Got to go way back here because we got plenty of time to do it. Let's see what we got. Nice and slow. What do you think? Watch the 8. He shoves the 88, a Butler, and gets him just completely loose. And every single guy out there, I believe, has got damage. Every single one. I mean, that is just complete mayhem. Tore up all to pieces. I can't even go through all those. There's been so many of us damaged. I'm going to say just about 80% of the field right there was taken out on that first shot. But anyway, we got the culprit that caused that little oops. That is a big one, and that's one of the big ones. You're going to see a whole lot more of them before this is over with. Now, for some reason, I am not getting where I want to get here on these guys, and I'm not sure why. There we go. These 4 guys right here are lucky. They are the lucky ones. They were not involved. I think it's the only 4. The kid, Hilton, Weaver, Michael, and the 25 of Kevin Fries, whatever you want to call him. I call him Kevin. The old Tim Richmond machine is what it looks like, the paint scheme. But here they come. They're going to come down here. They're going to get topped off. The great thing about this one is it's a caution. No harm, no foul for some of these guys. Wow, there's something you don't see every day. The kid misses his pit stop. That's got to set him back just a little bit. Weaver out front. Your top 5 out for Weaver, Freeze, Rupek, Hilton, Butler. Gotta see if I can get a hold of a couple guys here and maybe have a little chat with them. We got time. I like to bug people. How about you, Mr. Levy? You got a copy? It's Bobby.
Copy, Bobby. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay, my friend. How bad did you get tore up into that little small wreck?
Yeah, I got a bit of the damage, Bobby, so it's not so bad, but timing was such on that pace car that I'm down a lap, so I'm hurting, bud.
Well, you know what? 15 laps is in the book. That's it. You got plenty of time to make it up, and if anybody can do it, we all know you can. So,
you know, Bobby, being one of the founding members of the Ricky Bobby Foundation for People Challenge to Go Fast, I'm going to just crash through this field and get that lap back, baby.
you know what? If anybody can do it, you can. And don't forget, people, donate to that Ricky Bobby Challenge to Go Fast. The people that are challenged, that can't go fast here in iRacing, we look out for them.
And, you know, Bobby, it's so much more than iRacing. We deal with people that go slow in their lives outside of racing, too.
Well, you know what? That is just a fabulous thing right there. I'm telling you. The work you guys do, it's just undescribable. You help so many people. I mean, it's just amazing. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Get back into the seat. Get back into the game. And get that lap back, and we'll see you racing back up front, all right?
Hit more, Bobby. Appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Got to make sure I get these guys back into their room, because if I don't, oh boy, I get in a whole lot of trouble. You got a lot of guys here that run together. They got teammates and everything. And if you don't get them back in their rooms, you want to talk about a broadcaster's mistake? That's upsetting. Weaver's going to lead the showdown here. Kevin is in second. Gabe Butler third. Michael is in fourth. Dean Wilkinson. I wonder if he's any relation to the Wilkinson that used to be the bass player for Leonard Skinner for many, many years. Anyway, he is sixth. Greg White is in seventh. Darren, he's in eighth. Harold Decker is in ninth. And I do believe, I'll take that back, Patrick Grover is in ninth. And then Harold Decker is in 10th. That is the top 10 right here. One more time, while you're watching Super Speedway Kings, the New Year's Bash, money on the line. First place, $110. Second place, 83rd, $50. Not too shabby for a couple of hours worked. What do you think? The 41, Weaver's going to be on the bottom. Kevin up in the 25, the Tim Richmond machine. The Folgers, he will be up there on the top side, leading the boys down. I'd like to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys out here chatting with us, straightening me out when I screw up. Love it. You guys hit that like button and definitely make these guys extremely happy. It'll make me happy too. I don't care if it is just after Christmas. My boss, he's not afraid to fire me. All right, here we go, folks. One more time. Green flag. Boogity, 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 and all that jazz. Settle back down. Relax. Got a long way to go. Only 17 to 77 laps is in the books. That's it. Take a nice deep breath and take it easy. And that's exactly what these guys are going to be doing. Now, way back here, and there he is, Dude Conrad in the number 8 machine. He is all the way back in that 25th position after being turned. I believe he was the one that was turned anyway. Or he might have been the turnee. I'm not sure. But anyway, he was up front. Now he's back in the back. 24th position. He's got a little bit of makeup work to do. Up front, Weaver leading the way. The 88 machine of Butler right there on his butt. And there you are riding with Butler. Now, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by the big crash, when you're pushing these guys, you want to make sure you are completely square on that bumper in front of you. If not, you will turn the guy, just like I showed you on that first wreck. You have got to be square when you hit him, especially with these iRacing upgrades they've done. They're making it harder and harder for drafting. But you want to be able to get right underneath that guy, get as close as you can. When he comes off that turn, that's when you want to be able to bump draft him then. Right in the straightaway as long as you can. Take a look back here of the 22 of Johnson. He is actually the 4th or 5th place back here. This is what he gets to look at. Kind of hard to see the car in front of him. He can only see the 88. Which, by the way, I wouldn't mind staying behind that car pretty much most of the race right there from what I see in that back bumper. It's hard to see what's happening way up in front of you. Got to go all the way back here to the 48. He's the 16th position back here. Charles Johnson. That's what he gets to look at. It's not very favorable, I can tell you that. Lap car down on the bottom of the 21 machine, getting out of the way. Got a little bit of 3rd place going on, and I can probably assume who's going to be doing that. Let me find out. Let me see where they're at. Nope, they're way back here in the back. These guys are going to have to stay single file to catch up to this pack. Hopefully they will not get lost and ran off and lose them. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're all right still. Hunter Reynolds in that 26 up on the high side, trying to get something going with the kid Hilton in the 63. The kid makes an error, slides through his pit stop. No big deal. Here he is fighting. Once again, way up top. Now, Mr. Reynolds is 1 lap down. He needs to get that lap back. And what better way to do it than have the kid behind you pushing you? Still up front. The 41, Tracy Weaver. He's led 11 laps, soon to be 12. Now, if all these guys can play nicely for a little bit, we can have maybe just a little bit of fun. I know I enjoy doing it because it's just a blast. All right, let me get this thing set up. All right, guys, let's have us a little fun here for a couple of minutes, will you? This is what I like to call the Max Speed Bobby version of let's crank this mother up. You tell me that's not fun? That's an absolute blast right there. I don't care who you are. Still leading the show. Weaver down on the bottom. Not a problem. The 88 machine, Butler, still doing the pushing down below. A little something, something up on that high side. You only got a couple of them up there. You still got Hunter Reynolds and the kid of Logan Hilton up there. Kid's doing all we can do, shoving like crazy, pushing as hard as he can. Now, there, Dude Conrad. Take a look at that, guys. He was like, I don't know, 20-some position a minute ago. Oh, here he is up into 14th and moving on up. Speaking of moving on up, on the high side is going to be your big promoter. And that will be one Jimmy Crow. Happens to be one lap down. He's also fighting to get a lap back. Everett Grover, how's it going out there, my friend? Mara, I have not heard you say hi to me or seen you type the word hi to me yet tonight. Do not make a broadcaster cry. Not live. It's not pretty. What is pretty is everybody is playing very nice, and they are tight. You could throw a blanket over probably the first 25 guys right here, right now. There, we got some trouble going on already. See if I can find where it's at. I'm not sure. We got a bunch going on back here. See if we can find it. So many cars. See what we can do here. We'll slow her down. It's got to be just in the front of us, it looks like. Yep. So we're going to run it back here a little bit. See what we got. Wow. One more time. Let's take a look on the 17 right here. See if we can see anything. If I can find him. So many cars. See what we got going. I think it might have started right here, but I'm not sure. Look at the side drafting. The 26 got down there, maybe a net code or something, but he hit the 17. And when he did, well, that started everything. The 25 up on his roof, back down again. And everybody is involved. One more time. All of them. You only get 2 fast repairs. That's all they're getting, folks. This is going to hurt some of these guys really, really bad. I'm trying to find one more, and I'm not seeing him anywhere. If I could, I would throw him on here so you could go through and watch it, but I can't find him. Up at the front, taking a look right here, there's, well, 13 laps, so they're all going to come in, as you can see. And here they come. We'll get a wide picture of this one. Everybody's got to come in and get some work done. That is the second big one. Mara, I'm not everyone. You should know that by now. You have to pinpoint me out. All these guys are all coming in, all the way back here. Take a look at them. Tore up race cars coming in. The kid Logan Hilton looks like he's pretty clean. Here comes the rest of them. Again, another caution pit stop, not a green flag. I know for a fact we got Mara rooting out there for the 04 of Mr. Mark Mann. We got quite a few. I believe we got Tammy Hilton's out there. Maxine Grimes is out there. I'm not sure who you're rooting for, Maxine, but I'm going to give you a shout out anyway. I think it's Chemo. Conklin, I believe. Well, whatever it is, he's lying because he says I'm doing great. But I certainly appreciate it, my friend. Looks like your top 5, Butler, Conrad, White, Weaver, and Peg. You are watching Super Speedway Kinks, the New Year's Bash, the money race. Only 2 fast repairs, and I can assure you, I'm going to assume quite a bit of these guys have just used their second fast repair. What does that mean? That means they got a long way to go and not get into any trouble. So you take the pressure of running 2 wide. I mean, so tight together you could slap a water bottle out of somebody's hands, if you could. But you not only got the tight racing, you got them above, below you, if you're in the middle. I mean, it's really tight. But not only that, but now you got to worry about all these laps and not get in another wreck. Because if you as much as dent a fender in these things, you just lost the draft, and it sucks. Plain and simple. So that's a little bit more added pressure onto some of these guys out here tonight. Well, let's see. Who can I chat with? Kind of hard to talk to anybody right now. A lot of them are over on different channels, and I can't really get them. Well, the lights are out on a pace car. I think I'll leave them alone. 29 laps so far out of 77. We've had a whopping 2 cautions, but they were biggins. I mean, they were biggins. Everybody got involved, I think, in that first one, but maybe the top 3 or 4 up front. We got 49 laps to go. 7 lead changes. That's it. You are watching, if you care. MaxspeedTV's 8,800 subscribers. We thank each and every one of you guys. That's pretty cool. One of the #1 broadcasting networks here on iRacing, and I think possibly the oldest. I'm not positive on that, but I think it's pretty close. 8,800 subscribers. That's pretty awesome. But we do want to thank everybody that has been here watching this. Just to let you know, it is Bobby from the lobby. I'm the broadcaster tonight. I'm the one you've got to put up with for the next probably hour and 35, hour and 40 minutes maybe. But I can assure you one thing, it's not going to be boring. Maxine is pulling for the 63. That will be the kid, Logan. Logan Hilton. Hopefully that decal sticker of MaxspeedTV on his race cart made it go faster. We'll find out. Speaking of going fast, it's time to get this show on the road one more time. As the 88 of Butler on the bottom and the 3 of Greg White up top is going to be bringing these guys down to the green flag. One more time. Let's do it again. Deca.
Green flag.
More than likely, some of these guys are probably wanting to really hook up and just break away a little bit. That's what you really want to do more than anything. Stay away from the big crowds. It's kind of hard to when they're all running together like this. Dude Conrad on the bottom. Here he is back in 3rd. Back up front where he was before. Being the pusher. And that's what we like to see. Him and the 88 work good together. Tracy Weaver in the 41. He'll be the topside pusher. And let's not forget the 22 of Charles Johnson in that machine. That has got to be the most Christmas-looking machine I have seen yet in iRacing. Absolutely awesome. Maybe Santa will bring him a win tonight. What do you think? Still on that top side, trying his best to try to get up there to get around Butler on that bottom. He's going to have his work cut out for him. 30 people watching this tonight with 13 likes. Now, that just ain't going to work for me. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button. Show these guys you appreciate what they're doing. I mean, these guys could be sitting in the house watching Hallmark Christmas movies, but no, they're out here racing their butts off for entertainment for you guys and for some money. I think that deserves a thumbs up. What do you guys think, huh? A small little breakaway right here, a very small breakaway. As you can see, they're not exactly going to run away for sure, but there is a bit of a gap between the 04 of Mark Mann and the rest of the guys behind him. But they will end up catching up with them here shortly. Butler's still on the bottom. Going to lead this lap number. Looks like he's going to lead 9 laps here. Yep. You don't get any money for the most laps led. I do know that. But you look doggone good doing it. Let's go on back, way on back here a little bit. See if I can find some of these guys. The kid, Logan Hilton. He's back in a 23rd position. Not a problem. He will not lose that draft. Not a big deal whatsoever. Why? Well, because he's got the 6 of J.D. Crow, and he's got the 16 of Jimmy Crow. Going to be catching up with him right here. And so are the rest of these guys back here in the back. They'll catch up with him. Up front, still, Gabe Butler leading the way. Now, I always do this whenever I get the opportunity. There it is, Les Levy, and he's in 39th position, and he's got the 0-1 right there doing him a shove all the way around. That's Patrick Grover right there. But here's what I want to show you. As you can see, on the back bumper, well, every time I go to him, he lets me know that I'm number 1. What a guy, huh? The personality of these guys is just unbelievable. I'm telling you. They have got a long way to go. Here comes the pack. And if I'm not mistaken, what's the difference right here? Well, they're 1 lap down, and you're looking a long, long way. Gap to that leader for these guys? Oh, Lord. 47 seconds. They're probably going to get lapped again before this is over with. That's what happens when you get into the big ones. Everybody is playing nicely so far. One lonely guy up here looking at the top side by himself. He went by so fast, couldn't figure out who he was. Now he's got 2 of them up here. That should be, I think it's going to be the 66 machine. And it is. I think the Folgers. That'd be the 25 of Kevin. Yep, Kevin Fries, I believe. Working their way back up front again. Again, like I said before, guys, this is really tough. You've had 2 big ones so far. That means some of these guys have used 1, if not both, fast repairs. That means they got to be good the rest of this race and stay out of trouble if they remotely want any kind of a chance to possibly win this. Go on back just a little bit into the field here. Give you an idea what it's like. Again. 14th position. You only see about 5 cars. You cannot see no more than that hardly. So you don't know what's happening up in front of you. You do not have time to react. I don't care how quick you are. And that's something else that these guys worry about too. Not to mention getting their fuel or their liquids hot. Scooby-Doo machine up there in the 15. That's Daniel Rupek. Riding along with him. You leave that gap like that and somebody wants to, they will drop down. And you got to be very careful of that yellow line down there because that transition will throw your car and you'll have another issue. There, the 35 right there, smacked right in front of him. He had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere. And there he is. Now, I have not seen... There is no caution on that incident, so it must have only been just a couple of them. But you know what? The great camera work of my producer, which is a very handsome fellow, by the way, he was able to show you that. Basically, he got touched just right smack in front of the 15 right there. No harm, no foul, no caution on that one. We're still running. Back up top. Working on 3 ride. There's the kid again, Logan Hilton. Up in the 63 machine. Whoa, the 37 goes up and hits the 25. We just caught that one. Look at the slide job he does to try to save it. And right there, the 042. Estelle Fields. That was pretty darn right impressive, folks. He managed saving that. He's got some damage, but it could have been a whole lot worse. All that's going to do is keep separating these guys. Now we got a nice little breakaway up front here. Now they only got to worry about themselves for right now. Still trying to get something going up on that top side. Not quite happening for them just yet. Logan's got to drop down back into that middle pack and see if he can get that pushing along just a little bit. The Folgers machine. There he is. Now it's a good chance, a very good chance this cat might, I said cat, so those of you who are doing a drinking game, there you go. Anyway, he may lose this draft, just to let you know that. He's got no help whatsoever. It's going to be really close. And you do not want to lose it. On the bottom, Butler still hanging on. Up on the top side, Craig White trying to get something going. I don't know if Craig's got enough to do it, but he's trying like heck to get up there and get around him. Again, you guys need any design work done or anything, splash screens for your leagues? Go check out Over the Top Designs there. You can see it down on the bottom right-hand side. They made the splash screen for this event tonight. They did a heck of a job. .41 working around there, Weaver. Just take a look at it. Look how close these guys are. I mean, they're close. There you go. You really got to try to hold it as steady as you possibly can. No room for error. Take a look at the Christmas machine. Mr. Johnson The kid, Logan Hilton, right back there on him. Butler's still on the bottom. 19 laps he's led so far. 44 out of 77 is in the books. The dude Conrad, doing the pushing on the bottom. Keeping him and Butler out front. Making it very, very difficult. Very difficult for the number 3 of White or Tracy Weaver to try to get past them. 18 laps since the last pit stop. They're saying between 22 and 25 on fuel. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you. We could be looking at our first green flag pit stop. That means you're going from 200 mile an hour down to 55 like that. That could cause an issue too, because they've not had a green flag pit stop at all tonight. We will find out. Inquiring minds want to know, will we actually see our first green flag pit stop? Let's go on back here a little bit. Keep on working away. Now it looks like the 25 did catch up with them. There's the 00. Thomas Holder's leading this pack. And as you can see, that gap between Butler and him, that's 57 seconds, man. Of course, you know, they're down a lap, but still, they're a good little ways back there. There they are. If I can go up a little bit closer, see that difference? I'll show it to you right here. One pack. They're still not even quite in our screen. There they come. So you got two distinctive packs running right now. And of course, I told you earlier about the guys that might be going a lap down. Well, they're reeling them in. It's getting closer and closer. Everybody, give me a holler, will you? Let me know where you're from tonight. I'd like to know who's listening. I'd like to know who's setting in 80-degree weather somewhere in Florida or whatever the case is. Well, I sit up here in Ohio, freeze my tail off. And here comes our first pit stops. And we only got a few of them coming in right there, too. That was it. We're not even going to bother with them. You really want to go with a bunch of cars. Two guys is not going to cut it. Michael Pegg, the 777, he is leading them around. '39th position, Noel. I'm not even going to try the last name. But anyway, he started in 39th. Here he is in second. Everett Grover's from Kansas. Nice. Checkered Flag Motorsports. I wondered where you guys were at. Appreciate seeing you guys from Louisville, Kentucky. Mara's upstate New York. Adrian, Maryland. Nice. Get ready, 22 to 25. That's where they're talking about on their pit stops, and it's getting pretty close. Michael Pegg started 13th. Here he is leading the show. The real question is, who's going to come in? Let's go on back a little ways. If you notice, they've all went single file now on you. The only way that they're going to be able to bunch back up is to stay single file. Plain and simple. Take a look at these guys right here. They just came out of the pits. All three of them did. Conrad, Grover, and I believe Estelle. There he comes. These guys all came out and they're just hanging on one another, trying to get a draft to get back up here. But these guys are single file all the way back, and here they come. We got some brakes. Logan Hilton slams them brakes on. Everybody, so far, so good. You do not want to get caught speeding. That's a 40-second penalty sitting there, and it flat out sucks. Still running back out. The 98, Ian Martin, is being shown your leader right now. John Garrett is one lap down behind him. And here comes the rest of them. Now that was pretty. Nobody got wild. Nobody got sideways. Nobody locked them up. That's what you want to see. Making it look easy. Mark Mann, he's in. Getting some work done right now. Dale Worleby, the number 7 machine. And I do believe that is, yep, Jimmy Crow. He's also in getting some work done. The race promoter. He started out in 7th. He's got his work cut out for him. Christian Grover from Pittsburgh, PA. And of course, Tammy from Northwest Florida. I 2 weeks ago, Tammy, I was in Naples for about a week. I went to Naples and Fort Lauderdale and everywhere. Lord have mercy. I like to never got my wife back home. The 88, Butler, leading the show. He's got Conrad right there with him, and of course the 25, but unfortunately I do believe he's in a 27th position. Everybody but 2 people is pitted so far. Top 5, Butler, Conrad, Hilton, Peg, Cowers, I believe. Or we'll just call him Noel. Why not, right? It's Christmas still. Still the holidays, still festive. You're watching Super Speedway Kings, the New Year's Bash. 53 laps out of 77 is in the books. Hilton up on the top side. His best friend right now will be that 777 of Mr. Peg, Michael. Trying to make something happen up on the top side. The top side's not done squat at all hardly today. Butler hanging down on the bottom in the rocking chair, nice and relaxed. Again, 30 people watching with 20 likes. I appreciate all those likes. These guys appreciate the likes. But you know what? My boss is mean. And even though it's still the holidays, he'll fire me if you all don't hit that like button a little bit. Could be worse. You could have a stuttering broadcaster. Boy, wouldn't that be something, huh? Butler out front still, on the bottom. Let's go on back just a little ways. Look at these guys, huh? All the way back to the 6th position. Still a little ways away from those leaders. Maybe we can see this gap. There it is. Now, these guys in this second one, they should be able to catch these guys up front. If they can stay green for a while, that is the key. If they can, they'll catch them. Now, if these cats, by the way, that's a drink for you guys that's playing the game. Hope you don't have to work tomorrow. But anyway, these guys up here in the front, if they stay single file like they are, it's going to play hell for these guys in the back to try to catch these guys. Single file is definitely faster than double file. So these guys all stay single file right here. There'll be a pull away. And that's kind of what you want to do as best as you can. Thanks a lot, Road Dog. Said could be worse. DW on the mic. Appreciate that, I think. Whoa, here we go. What happened? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Short pitting. And I've lost them. I can't find them. That's exactly where they are. Gabe Butler and the rest of these guys. This is what you call a short pit. They're coming in right now, and they're going to get enough fuel that they need to go to finish the rest of this way. And then they're all going to get back out together again, and they're going to try to go all the way around and draft. Now, most of these guys with 20 laps to go, they do have to have one more stop. So that's what you call a short pit. A real short run, come in, fill it back up to what you got to have to finish out the race and get back out there again. The kid, Logan Hilton. I believe he's 16 years old. He drives like he's 30-something. This kid can drive anything. I was told, now I can't confirm this, but I was told when he was born that he had a helmet on, a full-faced racing helmet. If that's true, then his poor mom. But this kid can drive anything. He is tough. One of the nicest guys you'll meet out here in iRacing, and probably one of the toughest you'll meet. And I have not heard of the SRS series, if that's what you're asking, my friend. I have not. These 5 cats are doing a whale of a job. They've actually broke away just a little bit. There's a little bit of breathing room, a little real estate there. And here comes the rest of them. The 85. Alcina. Leading the show. They will come up and they'll meet these guys. And eventually, we're going to bundle all back up again. Mark Mann doing a decent job. Hanging around that 5th spot. And here they all come in, getting their little top off. And everybody did a very good job on that. That's pretty darn right impressive. But we got ourselves a caution. I got to see what's happened. The 66, it looks like. Let's go back and see if I can find this mess. Coming into the pits, everybody's coming in. Looks like the 66 goes up and he tags the 85 and the 95. The 85 doing everything he can to hang on. Nope, they hit again. You can see the 95 there spinning around also. And that 95, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I know the 85's trying to get out of the grass. He's going to have to drop it down, drop it in a higher gear and ease his way back. Try to figure out what's going on now. For some reason, why I've lost some audio. Maybe we'll get him back here in a minute. I just had a heck of a glitch, and I've lost my audio as far as my race audio. I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened. That could be an issue. Tell you what you can hear. You can hear my monstrous dog in the back barking, though. He might not be very happy about this either. I don't know. Let me do some playing real quick. Let me see if I can fix this little problem we've got. No idea what happened, folks. I swear to God, I don't know. 1 minute we're running around. Let me see. Fixed it. The 41's coming in. He was your leader. All the way back to the back. Butler. Here he comes. And he should be shown the leader. "15 laps to go. This is what we have been waiting for." Is the big one over yet, you ask? No, I don't think so. I think we could see another one before this is over. Let's go ahead and go through this real quick, shall we? Gabe Butler, the 88's leading the show. He's got 6-lap old tires. Dude Conrad, he's also got 6-lap old tires. The third place, Dale Willerby. In fourth, you should have Logan Hilton. Noel in the 20 machine. Tracy Weaver. Mark Mann. Paul Witt. Darren Reiser, I believe. And Craig White. I doubt that I'm going to get him, folks, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. Mara, this is for you. How about you, Mark? It's Bobby in the booth. You got me. How about you, Mr. Man? It's Bobby in the booth. You got a copy? Mark does not have a copy. Well, that's just fine. We'll worry about him later. They're probably doing a lot of talking right now, trying to get their heads together. This is where your teammate thing comes into play, guys. $14 to go, and you got a teammate out here. Now's where you need your teammate. And I know for a fact, a little bird, or let's say a big dog, told me. It looks like, yes, Logan Hilton, Mark Mann, they are teammates. And you're going to want to watch that. I've said it all night long, and I'm still going to stand by it. You watch out for Mark Mann. And you watch out for the kid, Logan Hilton. And here we are, 13 laps to go, and they are sitting up in second and third, or third and fourth, fifth. Anywhere they're right there. Any one of these cats can win this, though. You know how it works out. We've seen them wreck up front, take out the first 5, 6 cars. And then the guy comes in seventh, all of a sudden he wins this thing. Remember, there's some big bucks on the line here, folks. 110, first place, 80 for second, and 50 for third. $13 to go at the line. We'll be going green flag. I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys out here for watching and sticking around with us. Certainly appreciate it. You are watching Super Speedway Kings New Year's Bash live. Max Speed TV. Bobby from the lobby. And why? Well, because that's the only thing that rhymes with Bobby. So that's what I'm going to stick with. Or you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can call me Johnson. One thing you are going to call is a green flag, because here we go. It's going to be 13 to go at the line right now. Butler, the 88 on the bottom. Dude, Conrad in the number 8 up on the top side. Your pushers is going to be Logan Hilton in the 63 right there, and the number 20 of Noel. You can see it. The kid Hilton, he's doing the pushing. He's going to take a shot up on that high side, and that's exactly what he just did. He's got the 8 right there with him. Dude Conrad doing some shoving. But we've seen it all night long. For some reason, why this top side just doesn't have the momentum. They just can't get it going. Now the 2 teammates pop up front. Mark Mann is up on the high side. Now you might see a little bit of something. Will 63 of Logan Hilton push Mark Mann up there far enough to drop into the rocket chair in front of the 88 of Butler? And that's exactly what he just did. 11 to go at the line. Things are getting just a little bit hairy now. Butler kind of up high and down low, doing a little side drafting, whatever he can do, it looks like. Now everybody is nose to tail. This is where it's going to get hairy. The 16-year-old Logan Hilton up on the high side, 63. There he is. On the bottom side is his teammate, the 04 of Mark Mann. Remember when I told you at some point teammates are thrown out like the window? Just throw right out of the window, just like a divorced couple. Now it's going to be every person for himself. Mann is on the bottom, being pushed by Butler. The 88, he has led 30 laps of this race so far. That is pretty impressive. Matter of fact, I do believe he's led the most laps so far. And I am sure he is not going to go down without a good fight. He jumps up to the high side in front of Logan Hilton. There he is. Will the kid be able to push him in front of the 04 of Mark Mann? Riding along right now. Let's ride along with the kid, Logan Hilton. There he is. He's going to go up on the high side. He thinks he's got a little bit of run going. And anybody behind him? You can see them all sticking their noses out, trying to get some fresh air. These temperatures are going to be running hot. They know it's going to be hot. 9 laps to go here at the line. Who is it going to be? When do the teammates, when do they throw each other's teammate out the window? Could it be somebody that doesn't have a teammate out here? Somebody that we don't know very well. Do we have a sleeper sitting somewhere back in here? There's a lot of Deweys, aren't they, huh? We're going to find out here. 8 laps to go at the line. Still, the kid back down on the bottom in that rocking chair, Logan Hilton. He's got his teammate now with him. Mark Mann doing the pushing. He is the pusher on the bottom. Up top, you've got Butler. And then you've got Dude Conrad right there doing the pushing right along with him. Take a look right here, nice and close, up front. Mark Mann has got his nose shoved so far up that 63's bumper. He could probably read the gauges on the kid's car. The 88, Butler, up on that top side. Still trying to get a little bit of help going on. And he's got some help. He's got the Dude Conrad, and he's got the 20 there of Noel. There's just as many on the top side as there is the bottom right now. They are bunched up. You could throw a blanket over these cars. They're so close together. 7 to go this time by. The kid, Logan Hilton. The calm, cool, collective. Nothing rattles this kid's chain. It is impressive. I've raced with him. He doesn't get excited. He is always, always a threat in any race. Still getting some help from his partner in crime. Get that? I said in crime, but yet he's sporting a Batman scheme on his car. Ah, come on, it was funny. 6 to go at the line. Mark Mann on the bottom to being the pusher. Dude Conrad up on the top side, the number 8 machine pushing the 88. Trying to get a little bit of something going way back here. Up on that high side. All the way back. Look, too far back. There you go. Take a look at that hornet's nest. Well, we got touching going on right there. The 66 is around. The question is that going to bring out a caution? Everybody seems to have gathered up. No caution, folks. I don't know how I was able to grab that picture, but I did. 5 to go. We've already had one incident. It did not cause a caution. What I want to know is the big one going to happen? Is the storm a brewing? The kid still on the bottom being pushed by Mark Mann, his teammate. And there we go. We've got one turned around. That will bring the caution out. There is a whole bunch of them back here. And I'm not positive. I thought I saw... Let's go back and check this one out. If I can find it. Yeah, there it was. The 41 did the touching. Wow. Right through the camera right there. And that will be the 071. One more time, riding along. Right here with Tracy Weaver, the 41 machine. Remember what Bobby said? You can't push in the turn. There you go. That's what happens. I'm trying to find our other guy. Here we go. This is what we want to watch. Let's ride along with this guy. I'm going to give him an 8.5 because he definitely got some good air on this one. Riding along, minding his business. There you go. Up and over. And back over again. Nice. All right. Here we go. Let's get it back up front. These guys are not going to come into the pits. They do not have to. They're not going to move from where they are at. Want to talk to some of these guys, but it's just not going to happen. Everybody's trying to figure out what they want to do. How many green-white checkers? Is that going to be the next question? Well, that's a great question. I do not know the answer to that. I have no clue. I didn't ask. I guess I probably should have. A rookie mistake. We'll find out together, shall we? Super Speedway Kings, New Year's Bash, 110 on the line. First place, 82nd, and 50 for third. It's going to be extremely tough. You've got two of these guys, the best in the business at super speedways. The kid, Logan Hilton. I swear he was born with a full-faced helmet ready for racing. Gloves, boots, and all. That's what I'm being told. That's how good this kid is. Right out of the gate, buddy. Ready to race. Mark Mann, his teammate. Another tough guy out here. Knows how to get around on the super speedways. They are teammates. Very, very curious to see what's going to happen here. I can assure you they're both very, very competitive. And yeah, that's $80, $110, and $80. A $30 difference. I don't know. Are they going to be happy with that? Or are they going to fight it out? Whatever they're going to do, I can promise you it is going to be fun. Lights out. This is what we've been waiting for. I certainly appreciate everybody that's been out here with us so far Tuesday night here. MaxspeedTV, Bobby from the lobby, because nothing else rhymes with Bobby. $34 watchers, 22 likes. Show some love, people. Hit that like button for us, would you please? Make these guys all happy. It'll make me all warm and fuzzy inside, I can promise you that. But I definitely thank everybody. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a good New Year's coming up. Be smart and be safe. Speaking of being smart, how are these guys going to play this out? Are they going to be smart and just hold off 1 and 2? Are they going to battle to try to get that extra $30? The pusher on the bottom, right there, Gabe Butler, he's led 32 laps. I can assure you he is not going to take it sitting right there. No way. And neither is going to be Dude Conrad. He has not led anything, but he's been up here all day long. Got into an incident, fought his way right back up here. Pace car is out of here. This is what we've been waiting for, folks. 2 to go at the line right here. Teammates, one on the bottom and one on the top. Hilton on the bottom, man on the top.
Green flag.
Green flag, let's get it on one more time. Can they keep it together? The 88 drifts up just a bit. The top side has been a bear all night long trying to get something done. Looks like Mark Mann has been hung out right there. They went up on the high side on him, way up on the high side. And here he comes, the number 8, Conrad. Does he have enough to do anything? Doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull away with nothing. The kid is down on the bottom, Logan Hilton. He's right where he needs to be. Looks like the 88 machine. Butler jumps right up there. Now we got a little fight going on right here on the bottom and on the middle. Butler's up on the top side. The kid, Hilton, is down in the bottom. 1 lap to go. Mark Mann up on the high side, being the pusher. Here comes the 98 of Ian Martin. He's led 2 laps. That's all he has led. He's sitting in the 2nd position. The kid still on the bottom. He is praying right here. Nobody wreck. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the kid? Now we got one spinning right here. They're still controlling it. Looks like the kid may be coming around the last turn right here, and he's got the 98 all over him. Is he going to try to do something with him, or is he going to hold off? He goes to the outside. Oh, he turns him sideways. He gathers it back up, and here they come down to the win. Who's it going to be? It is going to be the kid. Logan Hilton brings home the big bucks tonight. Run it back just a little bit. Let's watch it one more time. As you can see, they're out of control already back here. The 98 machine, he does tag him just a little bit. Gives him a little bit of a push. We'll watch him try to go for the win right here. He's got to do something. He gets out. Gives him a little touch right there. Gets him a little loose. He stays right in it. And he cannot get it done. The kid, Logan Hilton, is your winner tonight, guys. There he is. Everybody, stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're watching this live on Max Speed TV. We'll get ourselves an interview here. Talk to some of these guys. We will be right back. Go nowhere. I'll let the kid burn it down before I go off to a commercial. You think he's done a burnout or two in his time? All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We will be right back, all right? Hey, Jimmy.
Unmuted.
Welcome back, everybody. Again, Super Speedway Kings New Year's Bash. What a race we've had. You name it, we have had it. We had two big ones right off the get-go. It was ugly, but the one that comes out and prevails is the kid, Logan Hilton, the 16-year-old. I still say, rumor has it that he did come right out of the womb with a helmet, gloves, and boots on. And I'm telling you, by the way this kid races, I don't doubt it one single bit. But before we get to our winner, let's see who we can talk with. I'm going to talk right now. How about you, Mark, man? You got a copy?
I finally do.
Well, that's great, my friend. I'll tell you what, you've been up front. You was all over the place. You and Logan are teammates. You worked great together. You were doing a heck of a job there. It just kind of looked like you just might have got snickered there just at the end a little bit and kind of got stuck out of the draft there, stuck in the middle a little bit. What happened?
Yeah, I figured they would get a run on me and go 3 wide. As soon as they did, I just concentrated on holding the wheel straight, and I knew Logan was going to get pushed, so they all went by me. I just kept the wheel straight, and I know Gabe got into somebody in front of me and then came off the nose of my car, and everybody just kind of boxed me in a little bit, and I just tried to hold the wheel straight to get a good finish, and we were able to bring it home 4th by a nose. So didn't finish in the money, but that's all right. Good to see the kid get $100.
Hey, you got $110. Now, if he wants to tip me $10 for the good luck I gave him, that's up to him. But yeah,
Okay.
It was congratulations there, though, Mark. I mean, you ran a great show. I mean, you had your cheerleader out here. She was cheering away like crazy. As a matter of fact, Tammy Hilton was out here screaming for you to go 1 and 2.
I appreciate Tammy Hilton.
I'm
and
telling
Mara.
you what. I just love them both out here. I just soon talk to them on YouTube than actually broadcast the race. But anyway, I had to broadcast it. So, but congratulations, my friend. You didn't come into the money, but you had a good night.
Yeah, I was happy, and thanks for Jimmy for hosting this race and all the sponsors tonight. And congratulations to Logan and all my teammates that I ran with, and Tammy Hilton and Mara Clark and all the fans at home. Thanks. I'm happy for the kid, man. I'm usually happy for whatever teammate of mine wins. If I don't win, happy they won.
I hear you.
Usually if I'm in second, I'd rather stay there and let them win. It's just easier.
Well, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to tell you that. You guys did a heck of a job together. There's no doubt. You guys run so well together. You've been teammates for a while, and you just automatically kind of know what the other guy's going to do before he does it. That's what's cool about watching you guys. Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Thanks, bud.
And I'll tell you what, when Jimmy Crow puts on a dadgum show, he doesn't hold back, does he?
Oh, he puts together the best super speedway racers in the service. So yeah,
There's no
you get
doubt
out
about
here.
it.
I get into every one of these Jimmy Crow races, and I feel like I'm the underdog by a long shot. These guys are really good. So
well, and
you just kind of get lucky at the end.
Well, congratulations. Be safe. Take care of yourself there for the holiday festivities. And
Thanks.
And we'll catch you back here probably league time. I'll be seeing you again. So congratulations, my friend. You didn't win the money, but you had a blast, and it was fun watching.
Absolutely.
All right,
Happy
buddy.
New Year to you and everybody else.
I appreciate it. Take care of yourself.
Good job,
Later.
Phyllis.
All right, Logan, the kid, the boy wonder. Son, is there anything that you haven't set in that you have not won?
IndyCar. I hate those things. I have a hard time with those.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we get into IndyCar racing, I'll be more than happy to run with you. I might actually have a chance. You had a great car all night. You're doing really, really well. You was doing a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. And I told everybody out there that's listening to this broadcast and watching this, you have got to have one of the calmest, coolest heads that I've ever seen. And I'm not picking on you because you're just 16 years old. I just mean in general. I mean, nothing really shakes you. You got ice water in your veins. Is that just from racing so much, or you don't care either way, you're just having a blast?
Well, whenever I'm racing, I like to race. I don't like to hold back because I feel like that's what a race is for. Whenever I'm in a position where I feel like I'm vulnerable to getting in a wreck, I like to hang out in the back. But a lot of times whenever I know I got good teammates and I got a good chance of getting some money, I like to race, and if I cause a wreck, I feel bad about it, and if I get caught up in a wreck, I get my head back in the game and know that I had another fast repair, and I got another chance to go get some money, and that's what happened tonight. I think I caused a wreck one time, and I felt sorry about it, and but I just kind of got back in the game and just raced pretty hard at the end there. And again, thanks to Mark for helping out at the end.
You know what? It's always a blast watching, especially, you and Mark. You guys have been racing together for teammates so long, you kind of almost know what you're going to do before you do it. It's cool to watch you guys run. It's awesome to see you to win again. I mean, I'm telling you, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a Max Speed T-shirt to you. You should have one already, but I'm going to send you another one. I'm going to make you autograph that thing and send it back to me, and I'm going to put it on eBay.
That thing better be worth a bunch.
You keep winning these races, and it's going to be worth a lot of money, pal.
I don't want to sound rude, so.
No, rude or not, it's a business adventure is what it is. I'm telling you. Anyway, keep it up, buddy. You're doing a great job. You got a lot of people out here pulling for you in YouTube land. I believe it's your mom, Tammy, out here. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Yep. Out here chatting with me every time you're in a race. She's always kind enough to talk to us. And, of course, Mara, she's your teammates rooter there, cheerleader. So it's nice to see everybody out here. But congratulations, buddy. You're $110 richer. I'm sure a 16-year-old kid can definitely find something to do with that money without any problems. Am I right?
I'm going to go buy all the candy at the candy store.
You kill me. All right, my friend. This is your moment. This is your time to shine. You're a professional at it because you've done it 1,000 times probably. It's time for the main interview. Anybody you want to thank out there before I let you go?
Well, thanks to all my friends and family that watched the race, and LKH Racing on YouTube, RGC Media, and Checkers and Records podcast. Thanks to you guys at MaxspeedTV for putting on these great broadcasts. Thanks to Jimmy Crow for putting on this awesome race. And like to thank my teammates at Alliance Motorsports with Mark Mann, and also today we were running with Hunter Reynolds as well. And don't forget James Mayer and Les Levy for being a part of it as well. And there's my dogs barking. And I'm going to stop talking.
Well, your dogs are happy for you too, my friend.
They are.
All right, congratulations. Yeah, Jimmy Crow, the guys put these shows on. You put these races on. I mean, everybody, your name is very well known in iRacing. They know when you put a show on, you don't hold back. You put 110% into it. Is there anything you want to say to your winner tonight?
Awesome job, Logan. Appreciate you coming out and running. You always are a shoe-in to be there at the end. You do a great job. Congratulations to all the top three. I appreciate everybody coming out and racing. Unfortunately, I have high standards. This race wasn't to my liking, a little too much wrecking going on. But that being said, I still appreciate everybody coming out and racing.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you're kind of like you're like the Hendrix of iRacing. I mean, you got a lot of guys out there that you run with, you follow with, that run with you, and you do have high standards. And that's why you have all of the big guys that get in your race. Whenever you throw a race up, I don't care if it's for $10, the place is packed. It's full. So the high standards, well, if you ask me, I think that's just pure class. But
with me, even if it's an 18-lap hosted race, my whole goal is for my guests to have a good time. No one likes accidents more than me. And you know what I'm saying? I care so much about, from day one, I've cared so much about the racing product, you know, but we'll get them next time. We had a good 500. This was bumpy. We'll put on a show next Tuesday, and appreciate everybody coming out.
Well, you know what? I certainly appreciate you putting this thing on. I know everybody out here in YouTube land appreciates it, but I can't wait for you to do another one. This is a blast. Again, thanks to you for putting the show on. Logan Hilton, congratulations, my friend. And we'll get to see you guys next time around, all right?
Yes, sir. And again, thank you to everybody who races with me, supports me, and the drivers that race with me, the Helton family always watching, all the fans that watch the races. Everything's much appreciated. This community's been wonderful to me. And like I say, I've just been blessed and appreciate everybody.
All right, you take care of yourself. You have a safe New Year, my friend, and we'll talk to you soon again. Can't wait for you to put it on one of these bad boys on. All right.
Yes, sir. And thank you to my loving wife for always supporting me and letting me race.
Well, I like to thank your lovely wife for paying me. That was sweet of her. So you take care of yourself, my friend. We'll talk to you next time. All right.
Yes, sir. And appreciate you for calling the races. The legend Bobby from the lobby. Appreciate you.
Nah, no problem, my friend. It's a pleasure. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot. I appreciate everybody out here who watched us. It was the Super Speedway Kings, the New Year Bash. He has high standards. That's why he has full, complete race events. A lot of good guys out here. A lot of talent out here. But the one that comes out ahead, comes out the winner, it's going to be the kid, Logan Hilton. Impressive, to say the least. His stats real quick. He led 20 laps of this race. That much we do know for a fact. Again, he said he's going to take all his money and spend it on candy. Well, I'm kind of got a bet here that he may have a girlfriend. And, February next month, Valentine's Day, I got a feeling that she's going to get a whole lot of candy if so. Anyway, MaxspeedTV, Bobby from the lobby. Thank you to all who's out here. Y'all be safe. Have a happy new year. And for the love of God, kick 2020 right in the rear end and let's get rid of this son of a gun. Everybody be safe. Until then, see ya.